Hey YouTube, it's MG Phenom. Episode 2 of the Auto Blog. I'm calling this one the worst autographs ever. Now, when you've got as many autographs in your collection as I do, over 1,400, you've seen a lot of autographs. And the more autographs I get, the more I realize some people really don't care how their autograph looks. Now, mind you, very few people, and actually almost no people, are going to ever ask me for my autograph, with good cause. But just the same, I've always practiced signing my name a whole heck of a lot, because it's something that very much reflects something about the person who signs it. That being said, there's a lot of people out there that have really bad looking autographs. Now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to show you some of these bad autographs, point out what I think is bad about them, but before I do that, I want to explain some of these that I'm ruling out. I'm ruling out autographs like Kevin Brown, and this is not the pitcher, this is a guy that played in the minor leagues. When you play in the minor leagues, you're definitely excused to have a really sloppy autograph, and actually Carlos Febles, a guy I mentioned the other day, completely changed his autograph between the minor leagues and major leagues. And I think there might be some kind of secret organization we don't know about, that they're not telling us about, that actually helps people with making their autograph look more appealing. Because Carlos Febles' autograph changed immensely between the minor leagues and the major leagues. I'm also ruling out autographs where the athlete has a decent autograph, but when you take away a decent writing surface, which is to say, if they have to hold the item, such as this card here, at an angle, they're in a hurry. Yes, I don't even know which way's up on this Aaron Rowand autograph. He was in a hustle. He was in a hurry. He got it done. It looks ugly, but I'll forgive him for that. I'm also going to take away people who look like they are merely writing their name, such as Mark McMillan here, or Mark Burley, who has one of the lamest autographs I think in sports, but it doesn't really count as an autograph when you're just writing your name. What I'm talking about is people with just really bad autographs. Some of them are just so creative they're bad. Some of them, I would say, the majority of them are bad because they're not creative. Wally Szczerbiak definitely does not lack creativity, but that autograph there looks very easy to forge. And a big part of having a good autograph is having something that is very unique to you and very hard to duplicate for anyone else. And pointing out quickly, some athletes go through mood swings, and mood swings really alter their autographs, as is the case with Mickey Morandini. Now, this is an autograph I got from Mickey Morandini, and I really liked Mickey Morandini as an athlete, a really excellent second baseman for the Phillies and later on for the Cubs. I can't really hit Mickey Morandini for having a bad looking autograph, because I got an autograph from him beforehand, and I do know that he does have a pretty decent looking autograph. But it seems like mood swings can definitely change an autograph for some athletes. But it really gets on the nerves when I look at an athlete's autograph, and the first thing on my mind is, well, obviously don't care. And especially in this case with Billy Koch, where, well, I don't think it could be much shorter of an autograph than Billy Koch right here. Not to mention, it just looks like he wrote in the word Big M. Big in the letter M. And considering there's no M anywhere in the name Koch, I don't really get it. There's no K in there anywhere. And Billy Koch really falls way short. Another guy that kind of falls short is Raul Ibanez. Now, he goes for creative there, and I don't know if you can see this very well. I know people talked about in the last blog, I got a lot of pixelation, so I'm trying to hold these really still so you guys can see it. But Raul Ibanez gets a little creative, but it just really doesn't look good. And it's not really easy to tell on that blue background with blue ink, and that's another case like right here with Damon Stoudemire. You're not going to be able to see it very well because of the black background with black ink. Damon Stoudemire with a little bit to be desired in his autograph. Now there are some athletes where their careers don't really pan out, and it doesn't really matter that they have a really subpar autograph, such as former 49er and Dolphin quarterback Jim Druckenmiller. It's one of the sloppiest autographs I think I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he does an okay job of spacing it out. You kind of get the vibe that he's got the J in there and the D. But it's really, really, gosh, it looks like he signed it with his eyes closed. It's kind of hard to include these next two in this batch because they seem like sort of okay autographs on the outset, but you look into them and it really does end up being a lot of laziness involved. The case is definitely the point with Johnny McWilliams, former tight end for the Cardinals. Of course, he could also be lumped in the category with Jim Druckenmiller of autographs and careers that never were. But a really, really lame autograph there, I think. Mark Vanover, I actually got his autograph in person, and one could argue that he does have a pretty decent autograph. I do like the creativity he used on the T. Using a T down under to kind of pull it all together is definitely a unique concept, and he pulled that off very well. But if you look on Vanover, there is no effort to spell anything after V. Basically, his name is signed to Mark V. And there is an absolutely straight line after V. Only reason I can really lump Mark Vanover in here with the bad autographs. And I'm somewhat hesitant to get him in there, but there are some athletes that really have no excuse to have bad autographs. One of these guys is Charles Haley, former defensive legend for the Dallas Cowboys, and earlier on, I believe he played for was drafted by the 49ers in the mid-'80s and played for them a little bit too, but he played for the Cowboys, and you can see definitely I don't know really how to describe Charles Haley's autograph. Probably the most disappointing thing was looking up to this guy for so many years with the Dallas Cowboys, and then I mean, there are some players that you really look at and you think, man, that guy would have an amazing autograph. Likes of Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin had an awesome autograph. And the likes of Daryl Johnson. Daryl Johnson had a very excellent autograph, but Charles Haley definitely letting the bar drop a whole lot there. It doesn't look like he really put a lot of time or thought into that, especially not a lot of time. I bet you he signed each of these in about 2 seconds flat. Now, some cards you can credit part of the bad autograph to the surface of the actual card, and something I always try to do when I send a card off to get autographed is like rub it down with an eraser, and that'll take off some of the gloss and make it look a lot better once it gets signed. This one with Pete Harnish, a little bit of a rub off over by his knee there. That's kind of sloppy, but you really can't see that autograph very well at all. And as we're running out, I just have one question about Jabar Gaffney. Did you really need to write your autograph in Arabic? It looks like Arabic. Anybody else agree? Decent year with the New England Patriots, so I guess he can afford to be funny. Of course, that was his rookie year with the Texans. Not a lot of foresight there. Anyhow, that's some ugly autographs. Hope you guys enjoyed it. More autoblog to come, and I look forward to hearing back from what you guys think about it. MG, Phenom,